Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good morning. It's Friday, December 12th. Here are the key cyber risks shaping today's session. Active exploitation is the theme, with new attacks against open-source mapping and self-hosted code platforms, plus fresh pressure on identity and OT systems. We start with confirmed exploitation. CISA has added OSGeo GeoServer to the known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, citing an unauthenticated XML external entity flaw, tracked as CVE 2025-58360. It's a high-severity issue, and the KEV listing signals real-world abuse, so organizations running GeoServer should expect scanning and opportunistic attempts. Meanwhile, attackers had been working a zero-day in GOGS, the self-hosted Git service. Researchers say the bug is a bypass on a prior remote code execution issue and has been exploited for months, with reports that hundreds of internet-facing servers were compromised. There is no patch yet, which keeps the window open for follow-on breaches where these instances are exposed. Turning to software supply chain and developer tooling, multiple stories point to heightened risk. Hackers are actively exploiting a cryptographic implementation flaw in Gladnet's CenterStack and Triofon's products to achieve remote code execution. Notepad++ shipped version 8.8.9 to close a weakness in its update utility, after incidents where the updater fetched malicious executables instead of legitimate packages. And a stealthy campaign planted 19 malicious extensions in the VS Code marketplace since February, hiding a Trojan inside dependency folders and even a fake PNG file, targeting developers where they work. On identity and cloud, a new variation of the click-fix technique, dubbed consent fix, abuses the Azure CLI OAuth application to hijack Microsoft accounts without a password and to bypass multi-factor checks. It's another reminder that consent flows and trusted apps can be leveraged to sidestep traditional authentication controls. In operational technology, CISA published several advisories. Siemens' IAM client is missing proper server certificate validation when establishing TLS sessions to its authorization server, creating a man-in-the-middle risk across multiple engineering software lines. Johnson Controls reported command injection vulnerabilities in iStar access control products that could lead to unauthorized device access with updates available. And in healthcare, Averex Imaging Panoramic Dental Software SDK is vulnerable to DLL hijacking, allowing local privilege escalation to system, with a patch provided. On the policy and ecosystem front, the UK regulator fined LastPass for its 2022 breach, impacting up to 1.6 million UK users, a signal that password vault security failures carry regulatory consequences. Microsoft also expanded its bug bounty to pay for critical vulnerabilities in any online service it operates, even when the underlying code is third-party, reflecting supply chain realities. For security teams, that matters. Public-facing services, developer workstations, and identity stacks are most exposed today. Mapping servers, self-hosted Git, and cloud file sharing platforms are under pressure from active exploitation. Developer environments face marketplace-borne malware and update path abuse. In OT, access control systems and engineering clients warrant attention due to network-reachable flaws and trust issues in TLS. Looking ahead, watch for a vendor fix on the GOGS 0-day and any additional indicators tied to the reported compromises. The GeoServer KEV entry means deadlines for U.S. federal agencies and likely broader scanning activity. Expect ongoing cleanup in the VS Code marketplace and monitor Microsoft's response and guidance related to consent fix abuse of the Azure CLI OAuth app. No other major headlines reported since the last session. What I'll be watching today: identity providers and Microsoft account ecosystems for consent abuse and app trust manipulation, self-hosted code repositories and CI pipelines that could be downstream of the GOGS activity, developer toolchains, especially VS Code extensions and auto-updaters, and OT environments running Siemens IAM clients or Johnson Controls iStar gear, where network exposure can turn small gaps into bigger incidents. The takeaway, in short, is this: It's an active exploitation day across web services, developer tools, and OT. The playbook is familiar, but the venues keep shifting, so prioritization and vigilance around exposed services and trusted update paths will pay dividends. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.